Hey, what's up, guys? It's Steve with thesalessyndicate.com. And on today's training, we are going to address how life coaches can actually sell their products and services at a price point that works for them. So you're going to want to stay to the very end, because if you're a life coach that's wanting to offer your coaching and service for more than a price point of a couple $100s here and there, this is the training for you. So let's jump into it. All right, you guys, so I'm excited about this training because this is a question that I get asked all of the time by life coaches that are wanting to sell their services or products at a price point that actually works for their business, or that they can create a business model around that's sustainable, they can actually provide for their family, and they can actually do it as a full-time type of living. So let's kind of discuss some of the problems that I see inside the life coaching space where people run into that prevent them from charging for their services or products. First and foremost, life coaches oftentimes have the tendency to put themselves in their customers' shoes and put their own wallet, so to speak, in their customers' shoes. So because of the fact that life coaches have big hearts, they want to have impact, they want to make change. By nature, they want to do it for the individuals that they're actually working with, but they oftentimes have financial belief issues around charging the amount that justifies the transformation that they're helping the customer make. So that's the first thing that we have to address. First and foremost is the belief in the transformation that you're helping your customers make, and stop putting yourself in their financial situation and making financial decisions in their behalf that prevent you from feeling good about offering your services or products at a price point that actually works well for you. Because I can promise you this, some of the transformation that you guys as life coaches are actually making for the individuals that you're working with, I can promise you this, customers that you're working with would be willing and happy to pay 10 times the amount that you're actually charging based off of the results that you're actually getting them. The life coaching space is amazing. It's life-changing for the individuals that they're actually working with. So let's hop into some processes that have to happen from a sales standpoint in order for you to be able to start charging the amount for your services or products to actually create a real business. So first and foremost, when you're having a conversation with a potential client that you're going to be working with as a life coach, you must get absolute clarity on a few things right out of the gates as you're going through what I call the find out stage. You have to get absolute clarity as to why they're actually coming to you. That's first and foremost. Second of all, you need to get real clarity as to how long this has actually been going on. Let's say, for instance, you're working with somebody that's been dealing with, bad relationships. You have to get clarity on the cycle of how long that's been happening. If you're talking with somebody about a weight loss, you need clarity as to how long they've been in that situation. And then you have to implement what I call peeling back the onion. And that is, how long has this been going on? What's the frequency of it? You really have to get clarity as to the time and how long the problem has actually been happening inside their life. Once you get absolute clarity on the biggest problem that the customer is having, then you got to also dive into other potential problems that maybe they're not vocalizing that they want to get solved. So typically they're coming to you for one major reason that they want to get solved. That is getting out of abusive relationships, or maybe you're offering some sort of weight loss or some sort of life coaching type product. I don't know. But once you've dove in and found out the one main reason of why they're coming to you and the problem that they want to solve, you have to, as a life coach, have additional questions that you know that you can help them out with, but dig into what's happening here. So for instance, if I'm a life coach, I'm talking to somebody, and let's just use this as an example. Let's say they've had bad relationships. So once I've gotten absolute clarity as far as what's happening within those relationships, how long it's been actually happening, what the frequency is, asking a lot of find out questions, I'm then going to transition and I'm going to say, okay, what else? How is this affecting your health? Tell me about that. So I really want to get some real clarity. Oftentimes they're coming to you because of a particular problem, but there's byproduct problems that are happening because of that main issue. You need to get absolute clarity as to the problems that they're actually solving. Okay. The second thing is that from a life coaching standpoint is that this is an emotional process that they've oftentimes been trying to actually solve. So you need to get real clarity as to the state that they're in. How do they, what are their thought process like through on a day-to-day basis? How do they view themselves? When they wake up in the morning, How do they feel as a result of all of these potential problems? Then the key is, after we've done a really good job at the find out section, the find out process, this process right here should literally be 75 to 80% of your conversation in really understanding and listening to the prospect. Oftentimes people think that charging more for your services or products means that you're talking more. Particularly with the life coaching space, it's about listening and truly understanding and obviously diving in. The more that they can trust you, the more that they feel like you understand them, the likelihoods of them actually purchasing your services and products at a price point that works for you is drastically higher. So spend the time needed and develop the find out questions, which I can help you with, to really understand where that person's at from an emotional state. And the second part of this is that as we actually start to transition into their goals, we have to get absolute clarity as to what they want to accomplish. When do they want to accomplish? And then the key here to this is to helping them put them in a mental state or future pacing the outcome. I tell and explain this to sales reps all of the time. The prospect that you're speaking to, when you're talking to them about their goals and their dream outcome, they have to smell it, they have to taste it, they have to feel it, they have to describe it. So when I'm offering some sort of life coaching services or products to somebody, when I get into their goals of how they want their life or their health or whatever it may be that I've found out inside of the find out section, I'm making them and I'm asking them to describe to me, how does that feel? How does that change your life? What would this change? I'm really going into helping them to articulate the outcome of what they want to accomplish so that they can really visualize what their life will be like as they actually get these problems solved. I also love to ask the question of particularly in the find out section is that what does the customer feel like these particular problems is costing them? And it's not just monetary, but what is it costing them from an energy standpoint? What is it potentially costing them financially by not addressing these situations that's preventing them to move forward professionally? So what is the cost? And then once we get to the goals section and we're talking about the outcome, we need to be able to feel it, taste it, smell it as far as that outcome and where they feel like their life would change once they actually reach that. If you can help your customers to really be able to describe that dream outcome in a detailed format or process, I can promise you this, people are going to be way more bought into the idea of transformation. So let's break this down. One, they're going to believe that it's actually possible. Number two, they're going to trust you because they know that you have a very clear idea as to their situation and you've helped them to finally bring out the desired outcome of where they want to be at in their life. And because they've also articulated the fact that it's costing them in time, energy, health, money, they've also recognized what a problem it actually is. People oftentimes have a hard time coming to grips with the fact that it's not just affecting one portion of their life, but really in all aspects. So the better that you can do at helping them to get that clarity, the chances of you being able to offer your services or products at a higher price point. Okay. So once we've gotten that clarity and we understand that, so once we explain how you interact, whether that's one-on-one or group coaching, you go through the process, you have to require the commitment from the individual that you're actually speaking with. So once you've explained to them, so here's how I can help you to accomplish all of this, then what you're going to transition into, here's what I expect from you in order for me to be able to help you to accomplish this. Number one, I expect you to be on time. So you create your own what you expect from customers. On the financial aspect, the way that you'll explain the financial aspect, rather than saying I only charge a couple $100s a month, I work with clients over a 6-month period of time. Rather than charging $15,000 a month, I charge $3,000. Over this period of time, what our goal is going to shoot to accomplish X, Y, and Z. Any questions about the financial aspect? Now, once you've done a really good job at the find out section, as well as really helping them to understand what your services or products can actually help them to do, and they have belief in the outcome, that amount is going to seem trivial and they're going to want to pay it. And more importantly, they're going to see the value and they're going to become a better customer. So hopefully that helped you guys. In the link below, we have a Facebook group where we do a lot more trainings on specifically scripting out this process. If that would help you, click the link below, join the group, ask a ton of questions. I'm happy to dive into it. And as always, smash the subscription button, give us a like. And if you have particular questions right now, write those questions at the bottom. I'm happy to address those in ongoing videos. All right, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Bye.